Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for the CDSPI Legal Expense Insurance webinar. I'm Bonita Bond, Vice President of Client Solutions and Product Innovation at CDSPI, and I'm very happy to be here with you tonight. So tonight you'll learn a few things. You'll learn what legal expense insurance is and who is eligible for this coverage, how legal expense insurance works, including what's covered, how to use it, and any limitations or exclusions. We'll also talk about how the unlimited 24/7 Legal Helpline can support you with general legal information and assistance. And you will hear some real-life examples of how this coverage can help, including for disciplinary hearings, inquiry panels, and fitness to practice investigations. Now, our presentation will be less than an hour, and it'll be followed by 15 minutes of question and answers. Now, let's get started as we have a lot of ground to cover. So we've had a lot of requests about legal expense insurance, and we're happy to introduce the CDSPI Legal Expense Insurance Program as an added support when you need it most. Including with the CDSPI Malpractice Insurance, it's an excellent offering that can help mitigate the risk of unexpected legal expenses. So beginning July 1st of this year, eligible dentists with CDSPI Malpractice Insurance have automatically received the coverage at no extra cost. There's nothing you need to do and no additional premiums to pay. It's just one more way that CDSPI is committed to supporting you. It's underwritten by HDI Global Specialty SE and arranged through ARAG. Now, because CDSPI works exclusively with the dental community, we understand the unique legal risks you face. We've heard from many of you that navigating Canada's regulatory and legal systems can be stressful, complex, and very expensive. This valuable coverage provides added protection and peace of mind so you can stay focused on what matters most to you, your patients. Tonight, you're going to learn all about the product, and I want to start off by clarifying the eligibility criteria. So to be eligible for legal expense insurance, you must be a dentist with practicing status coverage under the CDSPI Malpractice Insurance and not be covered under the BCDA member-only legal expense insurance plan. And if you are eligible, you're automatically covered. There's no need to sign up or pay an additional premium. Now, I'd like to introduce the product experts from ARAG to take you through everything you need to know. So the team from ARAG for this session include Vicky Nobby. Vicky, I'll turn it over to you, and then you can take it from there.
Thank you, Bonita. Hi, everyone. My name is Vicky Nobby. I'm the Business Development Manager here at ARAG, servicing Ontario. I've been here now with the company for about 5 years. I'll pass it on to Kelly.
Thanks, Vicky. Hi, everyone. My name is Kelly Callahan, and I'm the Director of Broker Partnerships for ARAG Canada.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Nathan Cornelli. I'm also one of the Business Development Managers here at ARAG.
All righty, let's kick things off about ARAG. So our real mission here is to provide legal protection that lets you breathe easy. So who is ARAG? A global market analyst revealed that ARAG is the global legal expense insurance market leader. This reflects how legal expense insurance effectively manages the legal risk and delivers added value to a personal and commercial policyholder within every country we operate within. We recently expanded our European segment to include Finland, which brings us to a total of 20 countries. Legal expense insurance is ARAG's core business, with health insurance being offered in Europe, the next largest business segment within the group.
Great. Now, what is legal expense insurance? At its core, LEI, or legal expense insurance, combines the benefits of two things: legal insurance, which will cover an assigned lawyer's hourly rate, along with other costs to handle a dentist's legal issue, as well as legal assistance, whereby dentists have unlimited access to a legal helpline staffed by lawyers. And what are some of the benefits of having LEI? Well, legal expense insurance helps you feel more supported when facing unexpected legal challenges, particularly those related to your professional practice. With this coverage now automatically included in CDSPI Malpractice Insurance, you can understand and exercise your rights, protect your finances, and navigate legal issues with greater confidence. We'll bring this to life through real examples in today's presentation. So you'll see on your screen there are many valuable benefits that LEI offers to dentists enrolled in this program. First, you'll have protection against unexpected legal costs. Legal disputes such as disciplinary investigations or complaints can arise unexpectedly in a dental practice. LEI helps cover eligible expenses so dentists don't have to shoulder the financial burden alone. Number two, we have expert legal guidance. Dentists have unlimited confidential access to a legal helpline. This service offers timely, professional legal assistance and guidance on any legal matter, even those not covered under the policy, providing reassurance whenever it's needed. We'll review the details of the helpline in a later slide. Next, we have some additional peace of mind. A major value driver of LEI is the sense of security it brings. A recent ARAG survey with BWorks found that 90% of consumers reported feeling greater peace of mind when LEI was included in their core insurance. For dentists, this means knowing you have legal support behind you. And finally, you have coverage for dental-specific risks. This policy is tailored to support the legal realities of dental practices. Legal risks are a part of life, but they don't have to be overwhelming. LEI is not necessarily a tool to mitigate legal risks, but to transform them into manageable challenges by providing financial protection, expert guidance, and proactive support.
Alrighty, let's kick things off with our insured events and customer stories. We'll kick things off with disciplinary hearing and investigation. So this coverage, ARAG will cover your legal costs if you're ever faced with a disciplinary proceeding or investigation by the regulatory or professional body that issued your license or designation. Coverage only applies if the issue is related to your professional work as a dentist. We will illustrate this coverage through Dr. Ling's story. Dr. Ling is registered with his province's dental college as a general dentist. One day, he was notified that the dental college had received several complaints regarding his billing practices, and an inquiry panel was being convened. Concerns were also raised related to record keeping, informed consent protocols, diagnosis and treatment planning, and advertising and promotional activities. Dr. Ling was shocked. He believed his actions were the same as any other business-savvy dentist, and he felt that he had done nothing wrong. He called ARAG's Legal Helpline right away, and his call was escalated to the ARAG claims team. After further information gathering by the assigned claims analyst and approval of the claim, ARAG assigned a lawyer with expertise in disciplinary hearings to handle his claim. During the investigation, the lawyer assisted Dr. Ling in responding to his inquiry committee. Unfortunately, the inquiry committee directed that all notice of disciplinary hearing be issued against Dr. Ling, and a disciplinary hearing was scheduled. After consultation with his lawyer, Dr. Ling made admissions and proposed a resolution under the province's health legislation. The inquiry committee approved Dr. Ling's proposal and ordered him to complete an education program. Dr. Ling was thankful that his LEI coverage covered up to $20,000 in his legal fees, and he avoided having his license to practice suspended. Moving on to the next coverage. Nathan?
Yeah, so next we have fitness to practice committee hearing coverage. Now, under this coverage, if the regulatory or professional body that issued your license or designation brings a fitness to practice committee hearing or its provincial equivalent, ARAG will cover your legal costs. And to better illustrate this coverage, here we have Dr. Carter's story on your screen. Dr. Carter, a respected dentist with over 10 years experience, received a notice of a fitness to practice review from her provincial regulatory body. A patient complaint alleged unexpected complications following a recent procedure. Despite her confidence in having followed proper procedures and having met the expected standard of care, the regulatory body conducts a review and refers the matter to a fitness to practice committee hearing. Concerned about the impact on her reputation and license, Dr. Carter turns to her legal expense insurance for support. With coverage in place, Dr. Carter is assigned an experienced lawyer who guides her through the process, prepares her submission, and represents her at the hearing. Thanks to strong legal representation, she successfully demonstrates that she can meet all fitness to practice requirements. Without her legal expense insurance policy, Dr. Carter would have faced significant legal fees and stress in navigating this complex proceeding. Now, there are a few important exclusions and conditions. There is a $1,000 deductible, which means that you must pay the first $1,000 in legal fees to the appointed representative upon retention. By appointed representative, we mean a lawyer, an accountant, or another qualified person that is appointed to you by us or your case in order to act on your behalf. It's also important to note that if you were to hire a lawyer on your own accord, we would not cover the legal costs. Now we'll move it over to the helpline here with Vicki.
Perfect, thank you. So the unlimited legal helpline access. So when you have a legal question or facing a legal issue, it can be really overwhelming. We want to make sure that you know that you can call our legal helpline right away for assistance and information on any legal matter, even if it's not covered in your policy. For example, although family law matters are not covered under this policy or any of ARAG's policy, you can still call the legal helpline and speak with a lawyer. They won't be able to submit a claim, but you can still receive guidance and information on these matters. Please note that the helpline is available 8 a.m. to midnight, local time, 7 days a week, and 24 hours in case of an emergency. When you call the helpline, an intake agent will ask you for your name, province, phone number, and policy number. You will also be asked to state the nature of your inquiry and to provide consent for a lawyer to leave a voicemail message, should the need arise. The intake agent will then provide you with a helpline case number. You should keep this number for your records. In the event a lawyer is not immediately available, the intake agent will arrange for a lawyer to call you back during 3 2-hour windows that are convenient for you within the next 24 to 72 hours. On the right, you'll see a few sample questions that you can ask our helpline lawyers. As you will see, this includes family law related questions. Although they're not covered, like I said, you can still receive assistance through the helpline. Important to note that when you call the helpline, a helpline lawyer will not be able to review specific contracts or other documents or provide a claims determination. That's up to our claims team and the claims analysts assigned to the case to determine after they reviewed all relevant documentation and received all relevant information. Moving on to the claims process. Nathan.
Great. So with our claims process, the first step in submitting a claim is placing a call to the legal helpline. The legal helpline will submit the details of the claim to the ARAG Claims Department, who will notify you of receipt and timelines for your claim. Soon, we will also be launching an online portal as another option instead of calling in. The claim is then assigned to one of our claims analysts who will review the file documentation, review your policy details, and contact you. They may require further clarification, extra documents, or other information required to determine if the claim is covered. Once ARAG receives all the information required to assess your claim for coverage, the analyst will finalize their coverage decision and notify you on coverage and next steps. We will then assign the claim to one of our panel lawyers in your jurisdiction. The claims analyst will remain involved to answer your questions and to ensure your claim moves forward in an efficient and timely manner. So that does take care of our claims journey, and that brings us to the end of our webinar. We thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. We also appreciate the opportunity to speak with you and highlight how legal expense insurance can offer meaningful support and protection for both your practice and professional reputation. At this time, we will be opening up the floor to any outstanding questions any of you may have.
So thanks very much, Nathan and team, and thank you to all of you participating and listening in. Before we move to the questions, it would mean a lot to us to have your feedback so that we can deliver meaningful sessions for you. Please take our short survey by scanning this code. And now we'll open the floor for questions. The first one is, can I pick the lawyer who represents me?
Thanks, Bonita. So ARAG, the way that our policy and our programs work is we already have panel lawyers on staff, and we have a national panel of lawyers that are experts in the field, be it disciplinary hearings or fitness to practice. So we assign one of our panelist lawyers. You cannot select your own lawyer to work with. And just a reminder to everybody that our policy is not a reimbursement policy. So if you do select and pay for your own lawyer out of pocket, you cannot then turn to this policy and look to be reimbursed for that. In order to utilize our product and our experts, you need to call our helpline, work with our claims team, and then work with the lawyer that's assigned to you. We do work very hard, unless it's a very remote area, to assign a lawyer within your, not just within your province, but within your city or town, if we're able to do that, so that you have the flexibility to even meet with your lawyer in person, if that's your preference.
Okay, that's great. There was a question that just came in asking if I meet the lawyer in person or if it's virtual or over the telephone. So I think I heard the answer is in person if that's the preference, and if if it's logistically available. Otherwise, it'll be telephone or virtual.
That's correct.
Great, thanks. The next question that came in is any information regarding my hearing given to the Dental Association?
No, the lawyer that is assigned to you. And so that's all protected by the lawyer-client privilege. The only scenario in which a lawyer would be releasing information would be a scenario where they're legally obligated to do so. But no, you wouldn't have to worry about them releasing any information.
Thank you. Oh, and another question, are appeals or judicial reviews covered if a decision has already been made before my coverage came into force?
Good question. So no, an appeal would not be covered if the decision was made prior to the policy coming into force. In order for this policy to respond, the event that led to the disciplinary hearing or the fitness to practice would have to have taken place after the policy comes into force for this to respond.
Thank you. What happens if there's a conflict of interest with the legal representative that is assigned to my case and the college?
We take great care when selecting our panelist lawyers, and they all have to disclose like potential conflict of interest forms. So I can't imagine a scenario where you'd ever be assigned a lawyer where there would be conflict of interest due to the specialization of this program and the thought that went to putting it together.
Can we use the Legal Helpline to inquire about specific HR cases?
So you can use the Legal Helpline, yes, to inquire about any type of inquiry that you have. The helpline, they don't give legal advice, they give legal guidance. So you can give them any scenario, and then they would be able to give you guidance on how you could or perhaps should proceed.
Does the disciplinary hearing action have to result in a malpractice case in order for it to be covered under this plan?
No, that's not a requirement of the policy at all. Just the act of being involved in disciplinary hearing is all that's required for this policy to respond, to support you.
And I think that's all the questions that we have. I'm not seeing any more coming through. So I want to thank the panel for coming in tonight to explain this product. I think it's a really great product that we're able to bring to the dental community. It's of value, and I think that it will really provide peace of mind when some challenges such as disciplinary hearings or fitness to practice cases arise. And I want to thank you, those of you out there in the audience listening, to thank you for joining us. And if you have any questions after this session, please feel free to reach out to CDSPI. We're happy to help. And again, I'd ask you to click on that QR code and give us your feedback. Have a good night, everyone.